Chair recognizes the Honorable Winnie Brinks.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to start with assuring you that I will not sing. I was not ever planning to go into politics. And it's important to state at the outset that I'm not here to talk about Roy Schmidt. But those of you who were around in 2012 know that I started this work only after my predecessor, together with the Speaker of the House at the time, engaged in a dishonest party-switching scheme to deceive the voters of my community. When that news broke on the date of the filing deadline, a lot of people were very angry, including me. I remember thinking, I just want an honest, hardworking representative who cares about people. Is that too much to ask? So when a friend of mine who is active with the local party called me one day, my first question was, who are you going to get to run against this guy? Funny you should ask, she said. We want you to do it. So I had no idea how to run a campaign or what being a state rep really entailed. I had no political experience, no money, nobody knew who I was. And I get this call asking me to run a write-in campaign against an incumbent in a 50-50 seat with only 4 months to get it done before the election. Even I knew that that sounded crazy, so naturally I said yes. So I stand before you today, an unlikely politician, to deliver words of farewell after 3 terms in this chamber. I think it's fair to say that nobody saw me coming, not even me. And I have to say, this is the best and worst job I've ever had. From the beginning, I've had incredible people around me. My office staff has been amazing. Not having any prior legislative experience myself, I put Sissy Smith and Vicki Barron in charge of things when I arrived, and they did not disappoint. They set the stage for solid constituent services and an ambitious schedule that kept me in the community, meeting with my constituents as much as possible. I benefited a great deal from their previous experiences in other legislators' offices, and I'll be forever grateful for their work getting me off to a good start. When Sissy moved on, Eric Walcott took over without skipping a beat, and I'm grateful for his years of service to me and to the people of Grand Rapids. I want to offer special thanks to my legislative staff now, Ramiro Galvan and Josh Hobecki. They share my commitment to answering every constituent with care and every policy question with respect. When a person has a good experience with a legislator and their office, not only is it a whole lot easier to ask them for their vote next time around, but more importantly, it rightfully places service at the heart of the office. To my campaign staff over the years, but especially this year, thank you for continuing the no-nonsense, get-it-done tradition of Brinks campaigns. I'd take you into battle with me again any day. I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity I've had to work with all of you. To the policy staff, you turn around memos in no time flat, you distill difficult concepts, you get answers to our questions when we can't find them, and I'm convinced you can draft amendments in your sleep, and I appreciate all of you. To the writers, organizers, photographers, and communication staff, thank you for all you do. Most of you are overworked and underpaid, and you do an excellent job putting up with all of us. I apologize for all the times that we are demanding and difficult. Katie Carey deserves special thanks. She was a constant and faithful advisor for me, especially in the early years. I learned more from her than she will ever realize, and I'm incredibly grateful for her guidance and her skillful communication. To my colleagues, the Magnificent Seven, my fellow marginals who started with me in 2012, it appears that I am the last one standing, for now at least. Whatever your futures hold, it was a pleasure to travel part of this journey with you. I know how hard you worked in the trenches to do this job well, and I want you to know your camaraderie and hard work over the years has not gone unnoticed. Thank you. To Andy Shore, thanks for being a great seatmate, for all the good advice, and for keeping us well-stocked with snacks. Since you've become mayor, it's been a little bit lonely, but I've discovered that John Hoadley makes really good cookies and is always great to talk to. And I'm pleased to extend a warm welcome to my new seatmate, Sarah Anthony. And the good representative from East Lansing assures me that this is a great improvement over my last seatmate. To Sherry Gaidan-Yogo, who is unfortunately doing an interview right now, sitting across the way from you has been fun, and having my head inches from the microphone you use has been an experience. What I wouldn't give for a voice that carries like yours, and the fact that they can turn off your mic all day long and it just doesn't matter because everyone can still hear you preaching the word. Your strength is beautiful. Keep it up. To Jeremy Moss, thank you for teaching me how to tweet and for inviting me to be an honorary member of the Jewish Caucus. To Tim Greimel, Sam Singh, and now Chris Gregg, you are all such talented and capable leaders, and I've learned so much from each of you. You have all earned my respect and confidence as soon as I met you, and it's been an incredible honor to have your support. To Brandon Dillon, from the very beginning, you were there for me. You took a chance on me and you never looked back. You always begin with the end in mind. You're hardworking, dedicated, and really good at whatever you put your mind to. You serve the people of Grand Rapids and the state well, and even knocked doors for me every year for the last 6 years, even after becoming state party chair. I miss your floor speeches and your humor, and also, thanks for getting out of the way so I could run for Senate. And I'm really sorry I forgot to take that huge sign out of your yard. We'll come get it soon. To those of you whom I have not mentioned by name, but whose advice I've sought or with whom I've become friends, I thank you for your wise counsel and for pushing me to be better. I've talked a lot about the people I appreciate, and without fail, I appreciate them because they are honest, hardworking, and they care about people. The worst part of this job is that the people in charge often seem to care more about winning than they do about serving the people of the state, and that's a shame. Moving forward with the Democratic governor and a Republican-controlled legislature, the leadership in this chamber will have to think and act differently to achieve their goals. It is my sincere hope that you will take this opportunity to refocus your efforts on providing honest, hardworking representation. That's not too much to ask. Really, it's the bare minimum that the people deserve from their legislature. Finally, I will always be grateful to my family, who's given so much, and to the people of the 76th District for giving me the opportunity to serve as their state representative for the last 6 years. It's truly been an honor. Thank you.